Hello and welcome to live action from the EFL. What a disappointing return to this league it's been so far for Port Vale. But for Huddersfield, under Lee Grant there, well, a poor autumn saw them drop out of the playoff positions, but having won at Rotherham last Saturday, they kick off just one place outside the coveted top six. The returning Humphreys with a header forward. George Hall with some good chasing down there. Walters into Byers and Headley. Steering it in there for Ben Waine. Half a chance from a very tight angle. He scored in 3 games running at the start of this month in 3 different competitions, Ben Waine. Balka, the right side of that back three. Looks like we've got a pretty even matchup of shapes here today, which wasn't necessarily on the cards. Here's Ben Waine. He's had the game's only vague sight of goal so far. Harness did well. Castledine, full of confidence at the moment. Leo Castledine is allowed to run and shoot and score again. Make that 6 in his last 7 league games. Well, no one should be allowed to run that easily, unless still someone who is banging form like him. It's too easy. He still took it well, but even so. Poor defending, taken advantage of. Double figures for the Chelsea loanee, who's been linked with all manner of championship moves. Castledine, the goal scorer. He's past Byers, who gave him a pull, and I think we know what's coming next. And I don't just mean a free kick, that'll have to be a card. And is. The returning skipper, cautioned. Marcus Harness. Needs a flick, gets one, 2-0. And from that range, any touch is going to be deadly. It is a first Huddersfield goal for captain Ryan Ledson. And the good start has just become a great one for Lee Grant and his Terriers here. At real-time pace, you get a little flick like that. You need a bit of luck as much as judgment if you're a keeper for that to just hit you, really, and Amos couldn't react quick enough. Ryan Ledson. Castledine into Harness, and again, this time it's him able to run in a straight line up the middle of the park and gain some yards. Gooch. Harness. First time cross from Gooch is a deep one. 2 round the back, it's a mismatch. It was nearly 3, May was in there, it kind of landed on his left boot before he had time to react. Outnumbered at the far post there. Out by Hennigan, as Huddersfield put on the pressure for number 3 here. Deep corner. Shoot, they say to Gooch, and he does. Ben Amos didn't hold it. Well, he's there for the rebound, and he's a slightly lucky boy there. If you are going to push those away, they've got to go out for the corner. I feel like he's a little late there. Maybe he was just waiting because it was coming through a fair few legs. So he left his dive till late, which is probably fair enough. That's a smart stop. Joe Lowe. And another free agent brought in during the summer window for Huddersfield, Joe Lowe from Wycombe. Harness into Ledson, nicely done. Here's Castledine again. Going for goal again. Big deflection, must be a tap in, 3-0. Radulovic. Bojan Radulovic, 2 in a week, 6 for the season, 5 in this division. And everything is looking up for Huddersfield Town at the moment. A bit of luck about where that went, it could have gone anywhere. Castledine's effort hugely deflected, and Amos could only push it straight to the big forward. 3 months ago tomorrow, the last league win. That isn't going to change here, is it? Balka to Ledson. May. Gooch again. And when he looks up, he sees 3 or 4 in the middle, and he's aiming for them now. Well, that's the difference. Was he taken out here as he crossed that? Jaheim Headley was in late with the foot. Sean Rowan will deliver. Flick header. May has his head in his hands. It was his effort that Amos kept out for the experienced keeper. Looked like it was heading for the corner there. It's a sloppy one. Joe Lowe, looking for his keeper, has found touch. It'll be a Vale corner. Short to Hall. Needed a glancing blow like the second Huddersfield goal. Didn't get one. Here's Hall again. And plenty still up for it here. They're all in there. Needed a better cross. That's well defended though. Gooch. Clever pass. Look at the space far side. Well spotted by Radulovic. Rowan was in it. May here for 4. Brilliantly taken. That's from a Port Vale corner. Brilliant counter-attack. And Lee Grant's smile just gets wider and wider, and why not? A moment of promise at one end turns into a goal at the other. Huddersfield 4, Port Vale 0 already. Rowan easing through into the path of May. One touch, bang. It's another simple goal. Made look simple anyway. And Alfie May has his 4th goal for his new club. Balka. May. Castledine. Lovely football. Brilliant goal. Leo Castledine's on a hat-trick. That was gorgeous. The Terriers have 5, and I make that one the pick of the bunch. What a lovely move. We've not even played an hour here, and Port Vale are getting smashed. They've just been played around. Castledine, Radulovic, gorgeous. Well, there's another shot to add to that tally, George Byers, but another one that doesn't get close to troubling Lee Nichols. Headley. Great defensive work from Marcus Harness. Shipley with the corner in, and a little bit awkward for Nichols, who did spill it. The header was certainly being steered off target by Jayden Stockley, but they nearly picked up the bits there, Port Vale. Ashia, full of beans. Trying to take them all on, crowded out in the end. Well, how about this? Gets even better for Huddersfield. More on that shortly. Then Illy had another goal. That was Sørensen tucking in and almost making it 6. There's the 5 added minutes. Great day and a clenched fist for Lee Grant. A terrible one for him. Port Vale are in big trouble. Darren Moore likewise, you feel. They are in Yorkshire again at Bradford 3 days from now. Whether or not he'll be in charge, we will have to wait and see. But they are 10 points off safety. They have taken 4 points from their last 30. And they were out of this contest in no time at all. Huddersfield Town, by contrast, on the up and up. A perfect Boxing Day for Huddersfield Town. 5-0 winners over Port Vale today.